mention that we had the very first tax increment reinvestment zone here in Mission in the Valley. And I don't know if you can make that bigger, but all the red is where the zone is. Now, if you can see in the middle, there's a line there. That's the expressway kind of going through the middle of a picture here and going across. And it says kind of in blurred areas, Expressway 3, which we know is I-2 now. But all the red is the tax increment reinvestment zone. And just a quick briefing on how that works is everything within the zone, first of all, to get the zone, you have to have empty property or dilapidated property on a big scale. Those are the rules, the state rules that allow you, a community, to vote on whether you want to create a zone. I'm giving you the short version here. Lots of things have to happen to create a zone. Mission created this zone. They set the map for this zone. This is a city-initiated tax increment investment zone. So whatever was here in this zone and paying property taxes before it was created, that funding continues to go to the city forever in that way. Once the zone is created, the new buildings, the improvements, the growth in this zone that incurs property taxes, those new taxes go to a special account, which we like to call the TIRZ or the TIF, right? So the TIRZ has its own account. So as Rolly mentioned, the value of the property, again, you can see some of the subdivisions that have been built and new growth that's taken place within that zone. That's going to the TIRZ. And at this point, much to the city of Mission's chagrin, 100% of the valuation from this TIRZ and also the county's valuation is going to the TIRZ account, which ends up to be right now about $9 million, approaching $10 million a year, right? And so we take that money and try to build infrastructure and other projects within the zone. Sometimes it's project with developers, sometimes it's just building infrastructure like lift stations and streets or other things, right? And these zones are used statewide. Houston has like 30 of them, San Antonio has 24 of them, Dallas, and often they're developer-initiated TIRZs. A developer can come up to the city and go, hey, we'd like a TIRZ on this particular property, like maybe like a sports stadium or an entertainment area or the NASCAR track in Fort Worth. Those are TIRZs, right? And so you take the increment earnings from that, the property tax earnings, and they use it to enhance the property in some sort of way, or you can borrow against it, against future earnings and get your money up front. So if you know this TIRZ is going to make $100 million, you can go and bond against that and take your money up front and enhance the community. Essentially, that's how it works. Look it up if you can. Look at some TIRZs around the state. There's some really good examples. Here is ours. You can see we still have a ways to go. That's why we're working hand in hand with the Killen family on a lot of this. They don't have they have a lot of property that's not in the zone, but also a lot that's in it. We also have the Rhodes family that's developing a lot of South Mission. That's in the TIRZ as well. That has allowed us to build lift stations, fire stations, all kinds of stuff in that area. So I wanted to mention this to you because this is an important growth tool for us. So if you have any ideas of wanting to grow in that zone and you want to work with the Killen, certainly you can do that. You can work with us. You can work with others that are also part of it. So the TIRZ, it's really important to us, has been for Mission a long time, and we've got some really exciting projects that are coming. We're going to do a bond issuance here in the near future that's going to allow us to do several things to make this even a better place to be located.